So, chaps, I've been thinking.
Oh my God.
Thinking.
Careful.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
Danger.
I did have to sit down afterwards, granted, but hear me out. So, in relation to previous conversations that we have had, worked together for nearly 2 years, isolated in a single area, that we tend to talk shit as we do. So I can't remember if you were here for this conversation, Tom, but basically me and Dan were kind of coming up with, and hear me out, alternate words for climaxing. It was just how the night was going, and it just took an absolute turn.
Okay. Please elaborate. I'm listening.
I can't remember how the whole thing came about, but just to kind of like sum up what happened. So we had a load of stuff coming down a chute, and it was just like, oh, it's coming. Obviously, as ha 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 ha. And obviously that sparks what would be a good alternate word for it. So I know me and Dan came up with quite a few of them, and we just stood there shouting it. And I'm fairly certain people could probably hear us.
So do tell. What else? What are these words that you came up with?
So, Dan, you want to do yours? Just because I think yours is quite a good one to start with.
I've arrived!
So just imagine at the point of orgasm, Dan just going, I'm arriving, and I've arrived. Top hat, monocle, cup of tea, pinky out, whole works.
That's a strong image. That's a very strong image.
Yeah, right.
What a fucking
So
monopoly.
That's what I mean, right? It's like the Pringles guys, just like,
Yeah.
yes, and I've arrived. Very good. It was great. I had conclude.
Conclude.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna conclude.
Yep.
I'm concluding.
When you're on holiday in France, you go, oh, le fin.
It's like, we, Ethan.
Wow.
That's the shit you missed that night.
Holy shit.
So just wondering, do you have any off the top of the head that you want to like chuck out there? Any adverbs that you think could be funny?
Jesus Christ.
I believe it's adverbs. We did have the conversation with that as well.
Conclude, arrived, fin. I don't think so. Not off the top of my head, I can't think. I'm sure there's fucking loads.
I think we also had complete as well.
Completed.
I'm about to complete. Yeah, I've completed.
I've completed. Came over.
That'd be good, yes. Finish her.
Yeah. Fatality.
Ooh.
Don't even want to know how that kicks off.
Oh my God. All right, Sutcliffe.
Proper fetish Mortal Kombat kind of kink there.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you could, like, fatality, you could almost link it up to our previous story of when the woman was the fucking high on meth and she ended up killing her boyfriend.
That's a good point. You reckon she just tripped balls and thought he was like some kind of crazy monster and just thought, I'm going to save the universe. Yeah, head gone. Don't know why she sounded like Dan's arriving voice, but
It was a different spin on the story, didn't it?
yeah.
Maybe that's what my accent is. Maybe it is the accent of a lady on meth from Wisconsin.
Or the Monopoly Man.
Or the Monopoly Man. I don't think the Monopoly Man sounds like me.
I've never heard his voice, so I can't comment.
I'm judging by the fact that he has a top hat and a monocle. No, he doesn't have a monocle.
He does not have a monocle, no.
He does not, doesn't.
No,
he
doesn't.
It's the peanut who has the monocle.
Mr. Peanut.
That's what you call your penis, isn't it?
No, but ironically, nut. Fucking hell.
With a little pork scratching out.
You call it Little Connor. Does it have a beard?
No, but it will. Oh, good God. Please just play the intro.
Hi guys, my name is Tom, and I have a collection of over 200 Funko Pop vinyls.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
Fucking money backs.
Yeah, no, thanks.
My name is Connor, and I was the original whistle for the McDonald's advert. Top that shit.
My name's Dan, and I'm currently being distracted by my cat snoring on the bed behind me.
That is true. I can see that from here.
Nice.
This week, we can only wonder what great and wonderful things he's found for us to discuss. And I cannot wait. So let's just jump right into the news at Tom.
Thank you very much. This next part is not so much in the way of a news story. It's more of an investigation. Still keeping in line with the theme of all the stories we've done before. So, yeah, we're not going safe anytime soon, so do not worry.
Thank God.
But if I was to say to you, aphrodisiac, what would be the first foods that come to your mind?
Oysters, normally, isn't it?
People always say that. Now, I've never had oysters. I've looked at
Likewise.
them, and I've seen them, and I cannot imagine anything that would put me off more than swallowing a slimy oyster whole.
What about Terry Crews doing it? That's how I found that out.
Same, yeah. White chicks or what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not going to turn me on, Terry Crews eating oysters.
No? Terry Crews in general, he's not a bad-looking guy, though, is he?
No.
He's a big boy.
I'm sure he is.
He probably.
Sure he is.
I'm sure he is.
Anywho,
yeah, I would say oyster. Yeah. Answers that question.
Oysters
in my mind.
Yeah.
No further comment, Your Honour.
I don't really associate food and sexual activity because they're just two wildly different things for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's meant to be food that sort of are meant to like increase your libido, as it were. So I found this investigation that was done by someone on Vice. Shout out to Vice again. Who tried?
Vice bringing out all the good shit.
They really do.
Good in inverted commas.
Yeah.
Air quote.
You're a massive air quote.
You can't see, but I'm flipping him off.
So I found this interesting because it was done by a woman, and she tried an aphrodisiac every day for 5 days. And I just wanted to see A, if they worked, and B, I think it would be cool to read it from a woman's point of view. Woman in question called Daisy Jones. Obviously, she works for Vice, so shout out to her for doing this investigation for the
naturally
big up Daisy.
Mankind. And the aphrodisiacs she tried were goji berries, figs, oysters, maca root, and Damiana. I think that's how you pronounce it. Damiana. We'll go with that.
But yeah, fair.
What?
I know.
We'll put a link to the article in the description as well.
Yeah,
yes.
Please. Sounds like a Pokemon, that last one.
And
go, Damiana!
After each trial, she gave them a horny level rating. Yeah, right. Which is
between 1 and 69, yeah.
Dan choked on his vape when you said that.
It's an accurate level of
scientific, definitely a scientific study. This one, isn't it?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Oh yeah, it's for science. Absolutely.
Day 1, goji berries, supposedly nicknamed happy berries in China. Goji berries are supposed to not only increase your mood, but also increase the libido of all genders. Also,
do you know what's weird about happy berries? That's what Connor calls his testicles.
How the fuck does that go back to me?
swinging his happy berries around.
This smoked bacon flavored peanut.
Here's one for the edit. Quit being a dick.
Sorry, Tom.
Oh,
I
that's all right,
interrupted
no.
you. But
Oh, sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tom. Okay, yeah. That's no. Carry on. Yes, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah, as you were. Fun fact about goji berries: if they were the same size as your average orange, it would
Wow.
have 5 times the amount of vitamin C.
oh,
But they're only little berries. It's probably the same size as a sultana or raisin.
Oh, nice.
But they are really good for you and are known as a superfood. Fun
I think
fact
I
here.
did know about them being a superfood. Yeah, that's good though.
Bright red in colour as well. Pretty awesome. Anyway,
Yeah.
after having a few handfuls, she claimed that her mood actually dampened throughout the day. And by mid-afternoon, she started to feel a little pissed off. In short, she concluded that she felt drier than a piece of stale toast. Her words, not mine.
That's one for the back pocket.
Horny level 4, not off to a star. Rated out of 0 and 10.
out of 10, yeah.
10.
Day 2, figs, packed with zinc and magnesium, 2 nutrients that boost sex hormones and increase pheromones. Apparently, after eating a few figs, she was said to have felt a subtle stirring, and elaborated further by saying that eating out a sticky, fleshy object with your tongue does make you think about a specific act.
Oh, fair. Don't figs have wasps inside them? Don't wasps go and die inside
I
figs?
was just about to lay on that fact for you.
Ah.
Oh.
Carry on, because I can't fully remember it.
Edible figs, the normal figs you'd find growing on trees, have at least one dead female wasp stuck inside them. And the reason you don't find the wasp, just one, because they go in there and lay their eggs. And the reason you don't find them when you cut open a fig is because of an enzyme in the fruit that breaks down the carcass into protein.
So you're still not getting that kind of prick.
Yeah, the fig eats the wasp and then makes that wasp part of the fruit. Hence why figs are not actually vegetarian.
That's fucking mental.
No, that's kind
Weird,
of
isn't
fucky.
it?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bug eating fruit.
Yeah, like a Venus flytrap. So when you see a fig in the supermarket and they've got that little butthole at the bottom, you know a female wasp has gone in there and has died, and the fig has eaten it. Honey level 6 for figs. Day 3, and it's the turn of oysters, widely regarded as the master of aphrodisiacs, despite not having any concrete evidence to back it up. And I do actually have here a reference to the scene in White Chicks with Terry Crews.
There we go.
But earlier. So
That's just how I know it, just from that film.
Yeah. Anyway, Daisy went on to say that she did feel hornier after a few hours of eating them, although she wasn't sure if it was just the placebo effect, but to give them a horny rating of 8. Strongest one so far. But again, like Dan says, I think of anything worse than oysters, just like a little pool of snot.
Yeah.
I know what she means when she says, like, is it just a placebo effect? Because, like, when you asked the question and we just said, yeah, oysters, everyone just kind of assumes that. So maybe she's just like, yeah. I mean, if you can keep it down, then yeah, sure, you might feel a little something, but I could just imagine.
Yeah, nah, I'm not down with that.
No.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah.
Day 4. And Daisy decided to go for a more herbal approach and tried maca root. They come in capsule form and are vegan friendly. They are a food supplement as well.
Oh, okay.
That all natural kind of thing. You take 1 or 2 a day and whatever.
Yeah.
She popped a few of these over the course of the day and waited for the effects to kick in. She also noted that they smelt strangely like milk. The effects did kick in. However, she wasn't sure if it was just because they were mixing with the oysters she had the day before. But did give them a horny rating of 8.5.
Ooh.
Oh.
So maybe that's a winner. Oysters followed by some maca root capsules.
Or just like mix them together. Just literally just like pop one on top of it. It's like,
Fucking salt baked some oysters with the powder inside it.
Jesus Christ, you'd be grinding the chair just at the table.
A fucking dog with two dicks in heat.
Dog with two dicks.
Please tell me you've heard that expression before.
No, but I'm fucking keeping that.
You've not heard that before. These all the time.
That's fantastic. I've never heard that. I'm going to use that all the time now, just like completely off context. It's just like, oh, it's just out of nowhere, just like, yeah, it's like a dog with two dicks.
I can't believe you've not heard that before. But yes,
Never heard.
He is
Never
young.
heard it.
He is young.
True.
I'm like, what? 4 or 5 years younger than Tom?
4 or 5 years old.
Mentally.
Just coming from fucking half a century over there. You old fuck.
Well, I mean, you'll be old one day.
We'll see.
But you'll always be.
Not the point. Again, that's why we're still friends.
Yes, this is true. Do we have another day?
We do. Final day.
Yes, it's number 5.
5 days.
Number 5. And it's the turn of Damiana, whatever, however you say. Basically, it is a smokable herb that looks and smells like weed, but crucially isn't weed.
Okay.
It works by increasing circulation and making the sex organs more sensitive, allegedly.
Oh.
However, the effects do kind of work similar to weed, and she said after a few puffs, it made her feel chilled and dazed and drifted into a deep slumber. Horny level 6.
So you feel horny, but you're too high to do anything about it.
Pretty
Classic.
much. Yeah.
Been there.
Kind of just defeats the object, right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Defeats the purpose.
It's like, I want a hump, but I'd rather go make a sandwich. And eat the sandwich. And then fall asleep in front of the TV.
With a massive
Stuff like
hard.
that. Yeah. Well, not in her case, but...
Well, yeah, obviously not in her case. In our case, yeah. You don't know. Like wearing a strap on. Each to their own.
Literally not even doing anything. Literally just sat there smoking that and then just with a strap on, just like, yep, now I'm
Well,
ready.
this is going to waste now, isn't it? Because I'm too high and too hungry.
And I can't read shit.
One of my favourite memories. I was at a particular club down in London, and I walked into the hard dance room, and there was a lady in there, and she, like, sort of appearance of like maybe a primary school teacher with the hair. She was wearing nothing but a pair of boots and a massive strap on, and a smile so big. It was like her head almost fell off. She was smiling so hard. She was having the best night.
I fucking bet.
There you go. She's just dancing away with this huge
Fair
strap
play
on.
to her.
Yeah.
Fair play to her.
This is
Living a
another
best
one of those
life.
stories where Dan just needs to sit down with us for a couple hours and we just post this.
Yeah.
I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some shit.
No fucking shit. My God, that's a fucking image.
I have a list of other aphrodisiacs if you're
Oh.
interested.
Okay.
Go on.
They include artichokes, asparagus, chocolate, spicy chili peppers, strawberries, and watermelon.
Okay.
Apparently, some of the others that.
Asparagus.
Yeah.
As long as you're not into water sports, asparagus is probably all right.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say that. Way to fucking ruin the mood, Dan. Again.
Actually, disclaimer, quick disclaimer. We are not scientists and don't claim to be on any level, so we are not saying any of these work. But if they do, good for you. And
I
enjoy.
think our
If they
listeners
don't,
know we are
well,
not
yeah.
scientists.
Yeah.
If you have any others that have worked for you, let us know.
Yeah.
We're interested. Well, let Connor know. Send everything to Connor.
Yeah, just send all the weird shit specifically to me.
Yeah. That's what we want.
I can't want to check my fucking inbox tomorrow.
Still waiting on those Henry Cavill cosplay penis pics as well.
Yes.
Yes. Waiting. Definitely didn't receive any and kept it to myself.
Hey, sharing is caring, man.
No, fuck you. Get your own. Where the hell did we just go?
Good. Zoom had a little hissy fit.
Yeah. Good. Wonders of modern technology, hey?
You know what? Hear me out. If Musk is chucking away 44 billion to buy Twitter, someone needs to buy Zoom and just be like, let's make it better. No offense, Zoom.
I wonder what Jeff's gonna buy, because everyone else is getting a new toy, or Elon's got his new toy. Jeff's gonna be crying, isn't he? Because Elon's
he
got
needs
something.
something.
Yeah.
Well, we said this, didn't he? Like, he can't buy like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, because that's Meta, and Zuckerberg would be fucking nuts to do that.
You'd have to buy the whole company to have all of them.
You'd think Jeff owning Amazon would be like, oh, I've got one of the most convenient websites going. So if you randomly need some stuff, click on my website. I'll get it sent to you within 2 days.
I think he owns Washington Post.
But what else could he get?
Oh, he does own he does, doesn't he?
He does, yes.
And obviously then there's Blue Origin, which is dick-shaped rocket company.
Specialist in penis rockets.
Yeah.
You reckon he's just going to come in, just like, I'm going to buy the fucking moon?
He owns Twitch as well. Amazon owned Twitch, so it's streaming.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Do you think he's going to put that massive fucking Amazon dick shape on the moon?
It's either the smiley face or just the A.
You say it's a smile. It's meant to be a smile. I look at it and all I see is a dick. Maybe it says more about me or more about my feelings.
Do you know what the meaning
could be either.
is behind that? Like, not dick related. Obviously, it goes from the A to Z. It's meant to coincide with Amazon selling and everything A to Z. That's what the secret meaning is behind that little smile.
Fucking secret meaning. What an absolute.
I know, right?
I'd assume it'd just be something like really generic, just like we're delivering smiles.
No, it's the fact that they can deliver everything A to Z. Apparently, you can search Amazon for anything. You can find pretty much anything you want.
Oysters.
Well, they have Amazon Fresh now, so.
Kidney. Fuck's sake.
I'll be looking to sell one of them. Man, they go on the black market.
Now, try and cover our blooming electric bills. I'm going to be out of organs by the end of this year, I tell you.
I could be out of organs by next week, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're young. You can just sell yourself.
Now, lungs grow back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine. There we go. My plan's still in motion.
Just sell them.
Part of a lung every few months or something.
Yeah.
Just sell them both.
If Ryan Reynolds can do it, why can't I? I mean, if I don't have lungs, I can just get gills. Then I can breathe underwater. Futurama logic there.
Yeah.
Sake.
Right, Dan, would you like to tell the listeners what has been vexing you this week? What's been on your mind?
Things, as usual. One that's just, it's been a gripe for a while. And I know we've all had this, I swear. Every single time I go on to YouTube. They ask me if I want to subscribe. How many times do I have to say no? Why is there not a do not show this box again tick box?
Oh, is this that YouTube trial thing for like try a month?
Free trial for a month. No, don't want to. Don't care. Don't use you that much. Overly priced for what I get out. For what I get out of it. You know, chuck your 20-second unskippable advert in there. I'll look at my phone. I'll do something else. You know?
There are a lot of companies trying to get people to buy into this whole subscription service thing. The thing is, you buy into them all, and the next thing you know, you're coughing up 200 quid a month.
Yeah.
Just to watch videos.
Yeah, when you think you've got like Amazon Prime and you've got YouTube and Spotify and Disney Plus and Netflix, and then there's like PlayStation Plus and Xbox and so many.
I'll tell you what, though, the guy who probably runs Torrent is going to have a field day when all these streaming services go up in price. He's going to be like, you'll come crawling back.
Pirate Bay for the win.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet you they've got a bloody subscription service.
Probably have it.
Oh, absolutely.
Another thing as well has got me miffed at the moment. And there's two parts to it. Miffed. Not in a muffed kind of way. In a miffed kind of way.
Oh, you're right now. I'm a bit muffed today. Feeling a bit muffed.
That's got a completely different meaning.
Yeah. That's a happy day. That's a happy day when you've been muffed. I mean, I've probably not been muffed since the 90s, to be honest. It's a lot less.
Every day I'm
It's a lot less muffs around these days, but
you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man.
Oh, wow, we went off topic. Never. Calling the early 2000s the noughties. Shit.
Agree.
Why? I get that there's zeros in there, noughts, and off that, dreadnought. The word dreadnought. It's used as like this big dreadnought. It's a big, like, terrible behemoth of a machine.
Like juggernaut kind of thing.
Yeah. But it's got naught in there. So it's jugger nothing. Dread nothing.
Dread nothing.
Misplaced use of the word naught. I mean, maybe there's more meanings to this word. Again, we need Susie Dent. We need our own, like, dictionary corner.
You do realise none of us have the mental capacity to deal with that, right? I can barely read. If you think asking me a word and expect me to look it up and tell you the meaning, you have another thing coming.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I was definitely not thinking of you.
Good, because no, even I'm not back in my corner in this one. I'm a fucking moron.
We can just try and put it out there to Susie Dent and see where the origin of that word came from.
Do you reckon, like, she's free between shows, she can just, like, come on?
Yeah, what do you reckon she does at like 8 o'clock on Thursday evenings?
Anything but this.
Yeah, invite her on a Zoom call as well.
She's probably like scrolling through like Twitter and stuff, just like looking for spelling mistakes just to get a kick.
She's using Twitter to throw slight digs at the Tories.
Yes.
I've seen that, yeah, that's great. Big on the dent.
Yeah, yeah. And also, sort of on that, words, when people pronounce words weirdly, I noticed it the other day. Well, Ed Gamble, for instance, the word process, he pronounced process. It's a little thing, but he did it a few times, and it annoyed me.
Yeah, I get that.
Like either a regional or like that sounds like a very American way of saying it.
And
process.
Words like paracetamol. And some people say paracetamol.
That's just wrong.
I mean, I do sit there when I'm watching like an American program and they say route and I correct them, even if I'm on my own. I just say route. I'm on my own doing something else. I hear the word route and I go, route.
Cat looks to you just like, not again.
Yeah. Oh, they know.
It's like Like Americans saying aluminium is just comical.
Aluminum. Yeah.
Oregano as well.
It's like,
Oregano, dicks.
what?
They say oregano instead of oregano.
Oh my hell. Oh my hell.
Also, schedule or schedule?
Schedule.
Schedule?
Schedule.
Schedule?
I said schedule.
Oh.
Ooh, some division in the camp.
Well, let me take a guess here. I'm probably wrong.
Didn't say you were wrong.
Your words, not ours.
Yeah.
Pricks.
Dick.
This is why I just want Susie just to like join the call and just back me up. I'm just like, yes, Susie Dent's got my back. Because clearly you pricks don't.
No, she wouldn't have your back.
Bullshit. I'm gonna rejoin Twitter, and then just be like, can you please come on the Zoom call like on the Thursday and just back me up because I'm being bullied.
Like Susie's going to reply to someone with 0 followers and
0 friends.
Twitter, and 0 friends, 0 tweets, just one mention of Susie Dent. Hey Susie, join our Zoom call. She's going to think it's fucking spam.
Oh, it's just you with your dick out.
Like a fucking 50-year-old pervert.
I refer you to the phrase, if you never ask, you never know.
True.
There is another one. Scone and scone. And I'm just going to put this out there, right? That personally, I have fucking 0 opinion about it.
But here we are.
Here we are talking about it.
People get really wound up about this one, scone or scone. It's like,
now, what would you say? Because I have a decent rebuttal. Well, I say decent rebuttal. I have a rebuttal for this.
I say scone.
Well, how do you pronounce it? I say scone.
With the O.
You just look at these baked goods with cream and jam.
Scone. I think I generally err on the side of caution and just use both because I have so little opinion about how that one's said, which is weird considering what a prick I am about other things. That it doesn't happen. So
what you like read the room, and if it's a room full of us, it's like, yeah, it's a scone, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's a room full of
I mean,
high-end, well-spoken, it's like, oh yes, I'll have a tea and scone.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but what the fuck is Dan doing in a room full of well-spoken people?
Well, you never know. Yeah.
He's probably bringing them said item.
Fuck that. Nobody wants me to bring them food.
Would you be served food by a very bearded man?
I would, personally, yeah. Food's food, isn't it?
Food's food, yeah.
As long as he's not bringing him a soup and his beard's dipped in it.
I'm dipping my beard in someone else's soup.
Dip it in mine, and that's not euphemism. You just do that to be a prick.
Oh, no. I'd pull one hair out, leave it in your soup, and then say it's the chef's pube.
Nice.
And a naked chef in the back. And then you'd like 2 spoons in, you'd find this big, coarse hair.
Hopefully 2 spoons in, and he's already pulling it out from his teeth.
Yeah.
Flossing with it. Just get rid of the bread. just making direct eye contact with Dan, just like. But yeah, see, I say the word scone, and here's my reason why. You wouldn't say traffic con, would you?
We say gone, as in gone over there.
Oh, con would sorry, my mouth completely failed then.
You just pulling me.
That had a mini stroke. Tugging you off.
The thing is, you would say traffic con if the word cone didn't have an E on the end.
That's what I mean, but it has an E. That's why I say that, but that's just me.
But
more like zon. Like getting the zon.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say
zone.
Yeah, but that's because the magic E changes the sound.
We don't say
gone. I didn't say it.
If you go somewhere, someone's gone away. G-O-N-E. So it's a slight variation to the rule.
Well, that's why I don't use the word. I just say, oh, they've left. I just don't use it.
Fucked off.
Departed. I've departed.
I was still bringing these up.
Yeah, I don't have any opinion on that. Also, well, we're on opinions.
That I don't have.
Yeah, bread rolls. It's a massive debate in this country, isn't it? Yeah, a cob.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy with bread roll. I'm happy with cob.
That's
I'm
a roll
happy
as
with.
well.
Yeah. There are some that are a bit weird. Bread cake. That's
And
weird.
barn as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a local one. That to me is as peculiar as the word cob.
I think that's like more north you go in it. Is it?
Yeah. That's like sort of
barn?
Barnsley kind of way, I think. Or am I just
Barnsley.
thinking that because Barnsley?
Barnsley. It's
I've
pretty
got another
fucking
one.
north.
No, like the gap between a couple of houses, like the little alleyway. I call that like a jitty way.
Yeah.
Like a jitty.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Or the ginnel. Ginnel's another word.
Yeah,
for it.
I've seen other people call it that. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Never heard of Ginnell.
No, I
Jitty,
haven't.
yes.
Jitty,
Jitty, I
Yeah.
use.
I mean, generally, I would use alleyway, but yeah, ginnel I would use if I was, I don't know, using weird words, which I do from time to time. What about the skirting board? It's another word for that.
I just call it
I
skirting
think I know
board.
this.
The
Yeah.
wainscoting.
The what?
Wainscoting.
Wings cutting.
Yeah, wainscoting. There you go.
Okay, I'm just going to go out there and say bullshit.
Never heard of
That
that
is it.
at all.
You made that up.
You sound like my wife now. She didn't believe me with the word dirigible.
The fuck is that?
What? Is that you trying to say didgeridoo?
No, dirigible. Right. So, you know those, like a Zeppelin, but smaller and with less people or no people.
Like a blimp.
Blimp. That's the other word.
Then say fucking blimp.
Well, no, because it's a dirigible. That's its proper name.
I'm
Blimp.
making Twitter now and I'm
Blimp
Texting.
is for you, Connor. Dirigible is for everyone else.
and you is
Fair.
never heard of dirigible.
Dirigible, no.
Never heard
no.
of dirigible.
So it's either Zeppelin Junior or a big blimp.
Yeah,
Blimp senior.
small blimp. Blimp's a good word, though, isn't it? In
I like the word
itself,
blimp. Yeah.
because I like
Blimp.
the P on the end of it. The MP makes a lovely sound. Blimp.
Limp biscuit.
Is that what you're calling it?
Take away the biscuit.
I am fucking one comment away from leaving the call.
It's just a limp.
You call it your soggy pork scratching.
Is this just national pick on me?
You walk into these, to be fair.
No, I don't. Fucking hell.
And I've had one final thought. Final thought. School cake sales. You guys might not remember these. They're not being
No,
paid.
I do.
Okay, so you remember going to them and you probably remember getting money and buying cake.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me give you the other perspective of it. The parent perspective, right? So bring cakes, take them to school. Okay, so I either go to the shop or I make some cakes. Spend £2 or £3 on cake related materials,
Thanks.
right?
Yeah.
Put them all in a Tupperware that I'm never going to get back. Said small person takes to the school. They all get put out. Then I have to send small person with £1 to school, and they come back with 20 pence worth of fucking cakes.
When you say small person, are you just hiring a random dwarf just to take cake to the school, or are you sending your son?
Well, I mean, generally it's one of my own children that I've done this for, but I mean, if there was a short person nearby, I might question why they were going into a primary school though
Fair.
to buy cake. Well, I mean, then again, if there's cake there, it could be worth it.
Cake nuts.
So you're saying your gripe is that you send...
But my gripe is that I'd rather just send £3 into the school and buy him a cake rather than arsing about, spending a couple of hours of my day pissing about with cakes, sending cakes to school, and money
to then come back with cake.
to come back with less cake than he went with.
Just order him a pizza. They'll be fine.
Just say, oh, we're having a fundraiser. Can you send some money? And they go, that is a lot quicker and easier. Here's £3 and I'll buy him a little cupcake. Job done.
Understandable.
It's so much fannying around, having to provide cake and then money as well. And providing money these days. This is the fact that I don't have cash, and schools, don't take Apple Pay.
Just send them into school with your debit card.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get anything? Yeah, but it was like £5 minimal. Robbing bastards.
Yeah. Minimal spend on some fucking fairy cakes.
Yeah, legit.
And a phone call from the school. Can you come and pick your son up, please? Oh, is he all right? Is he hurt? Oh, he's fine. He's just bought so much cake he can't carry it home.
Hope you got a fucking receipt for it.
Charity, can't give it back, can you? Just go stand on the main road, just handing it out to people as they drive past. That's issues. Would you accept a cake from me if I stood on the side of the road handing cupcakes out?
Depends what kind of cake.
Yeah,
Hey,
question
look,
the flavour.
if it was just a little cupcake and I stood there at the side of the road handing out free cake,
Is it gonna
how
have
many people do you think would stop and take a free cake?
I don't know, but I imagine
It's got like a
interesting
little
visit from the police.
got like a little sugar disc on top of like a kid's character or something like that. I'd be inclined.
You're definitely going to wait till you get home to eat it, though, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Take it while driving, just in case.
Gonna send it off to the lab first, make sure there's no else in it.
That's how they get you.
I can picture the web. I can just see us discussing that in a couple of weeks' time, just like bearded man arrested selling cake on the street.
Oh no, free.
And Dan,
Free.
I'm sorry, giving away cake. I apologise.
If you're selling cake, that's different because
Dan coming to us live from a prison cell.
Can't lock me up for giving away free cake. In fact, I would probably be held high upon many people's shoulders and paraded through town like a fucking king because I was giving out free cake.
The literal muffin man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Weirdly, though, I used to live on Drury Lane, where the Muffin Man is from.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
It all follows.
Meet him.
So, Connor, you've
Yes.
had some broad topics before and some narrow topics. Let's. What is this week's hypothetical question?
Okay. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think biopics are on the rise lately.
Mhm.
Basically, for those who aren't cinema trained, like myself, basically films where someone is portraying a famous person in history. So a lot of them lately, it's been about famous musicians. So Elton John's Rocket Man, Bohemian Rhapsody, not as recent, but Walk the Line, Quentin Phoenix's Johnny Cash, all very good films. And I also got, which I will explain later on in the segment, but I also received a text message during the Peaky Blinders finale, which is another reason why I'm bringing up this question. And I'll send you to the actual picture I sent, and you'll see for yourself because it is fucking uncanny. So this week, for yourselves and the audience, if someone was to play you in a biopic about your life, who would it be?
Lisa Ann.
Is that due to the love of anal or for the massive knockers?
Just for her acting range, really. I think she's a very
Yeah,
diverse actress.
I bet there's some range in there. Oh, well done. That was very clever.
Thank you.
You've been sitting on that all night, haven't you?
I've been thinking about it, yeah. I've been thinking about it.
That's why you were late joining us.
Yeah, well, man's got needs. Seriously, though, For me, I would probably go with someone like Michael Cera.
I was going to say Michael Cera for you, to be fair.
Yeah, it's kind of like that socially awkward, geeky, nerdy kind of guy that I think would play me well in a biopic.
He just needs the hair, doesn't he? Just needs a sweep.
Yeah, I'm sure that can be sorted. Hair and makeup,
Yeah.
do wonders.
What about you, Dan?
So the problem I have is that the only people that I can think fitting are either older than me or the same age. So
Probably helps.
Well, not necessarily, because I wasn't always this age. I was not always nearly 44. In fact, most of my exciting life happened during my 30s, my 20s and 30s. But with a bit of makeup, and maybe if you put a bit of weight on, Rob Zombie. He would certainly do current me.
Definitely. That's good.
I have a bit of a Rob Zombie vibe going on over recent years.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yes. I'm not entirely sure he could manage to do younger me, though, as he's a fair bit older than me, I think. He's got 10 years on me, probably.
Yeah, he's knocking on a
been
bit
around
now,
a while,
isn't
hasn't he? Yeah, it's been around the block.
But also, Sherry Moon Zombie, she's going to keep you young.
Yeah.
he? Not wrong.
Absolutely not. See, I would have thought more. Well, I finally found the actor's name. So remember, I made the Rasputin comment not long ago.
Yeah,
from latest Kingsman film.
Rhys
the guy's
Ifans.
Rhys Ifans, yes.
Yeah,
I could probably do current and potentially younger you.
Yeah, he's also older than me.
It's called acting, Dan.
I mean, if he can act being in his mid-20s, fair play. I think it's his face that will let him down.
I mean, they have like 30-year-olds playing high school people in America, so I feel like
yeah, in the 70s during Grease, yeah. And also in Buffy as well.
There you go.
Maybe. Fair play.
Also, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I mean, he was got to be like, what, pushing 30 when he did that. And just he's walking around a high school place like, questionable.
What about you, Connor?
So I would go for, and I'm not sure if many people know his name. So his name is Emmett J. Scanlon. He is an Irish actor, and you probably know him most recently because he plays Billy in Peaky Blinders.
Not seen the recent season.
Yeah.
Watched it.
He was in, I think he came in season 5. And at the time when it came out, I was working somewhere else, and a lot of people went, "Is this you?" There was kind of an ongoing joke that somehow I was Irish and that Roy Keane was actually my dad. And so obviously that joke came about, and then when he came on telly, it was like, "Oh, there we go. That's going to be a gag for a couple of days." Turned out to be for about 2 years. But during the latest season, basically he came back for whatever reason, and my mate Cameron sent me a couple screenshots of him in the show, and there was a double take of, fuck, is that my face? I'm sending the photos to you two now just as like a comparison, but it's
okay, yeah, I can.
It's there,
I can
isn't it?
see it.
Yeah.
I'd have also gone like Steve Carell as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'll probably be later on me if I ever get that far to have Steve Carell play me. I imagine Steve Carell, 40-year-old virgin, would be also applicable, but not for the reason Dan's probably going to say.
Well, because it's an incredibly good film.
No,
although that film did sneak up on me a bit. I enjoyed it. I was really enjoying it, and then it went rom-com. Snuck it in at the end, and it was like, oh, you've ruined it now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm not a rom-com guy.
No.
Comedy or horror. Or comedy horror. It's pretty much where my or sci-fi. A lot of sci-fi. Comedy, horror, sci-fi, and that's just me, really.
That'll do. I mean, it's a fairly broad choice of films.
Much else than that, really?
Yeah. No, the scene where he's getting the chest wax in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Apparently, that was mainly improv. So, when he's there, when he gets and he just screams, Kelly Clarkson. That wasn't scripted. He literally just screamed whatever came to his head, and apparently it was Kelly Clarkson. Having
had my chest and back waxed, but not my sack and crack, I've had my chest and my back waxed, and can confirm. Ouch.
Was that for fun, or did you have a thing to go to?
I had a thing. I was modelling on the catwalk at ZDR in London.
See, now you said catwalk, and it's come straight back to Right Said Fred, which we discussed in length yesterday.
We did, yes.
Literally had that song was stuck in my head for hours.
It's a good song.
Well, it's not, but
I like it.
it's not a good song. It's a catchy song, and unfortunately, if you've ever heard it, it's in there for life.
Yeah, it's catchy, but then again, so's gonorrhea. So what would be allegedly? So what would be the points in your film that are like highlighted the most? Like what, like say the three major things you'd want to bring up?
Okay, God,
Dan, you may have to come back to us on this because Dan is travelled.
Got a lot of stories.
You didn't see Dan's face, but it's just like where to start and what can I legally say?
I mean, there are chapters. I would need to be split into chapters, definitely. Not me personally split into chapters. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Dan, your fucking biopic would be straight into fucking trilogy. That'll just take you up to your 20s.
Yeah, the teenage years, they were interesting.
That's episode 1 and 2.
Yeah, my mid to late 20s were a lot of fun. My 30s were a hell of a lot of fun. Slowed down in my 40s.
Just imagine Rob Zombie like working in that place you said, just seeing a woman there, just boots, strap on and smile.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen many things at that particular venue. It's been knocked down since.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It's a good club. It's in Vauxhall in London. It's nice.
Says it all. Those were wild times, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, now I've asked that question, I'm just like, there's not really the most eventful shit going on right now, but I mean,
I think I've lived a pretty uneventful life, to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like we've had to do some serious embellishing in the storyline.
Yeah, I've done a skydive, I've done a bungee jump, I've done like cool things, but not like
film worthy.
Yeah.
I think we just need to, when we finish this recording, we're going to go out, plan something, and just do some randomly epic shit. Just so we've got a plot for a movie. We need to randomly create a very famous brand or a hip hop line dance that sweeps the nation. Anything like that.
A fucking cha-cha slide.
Or, yeah. Or just do what Stephen Hawking did and just basically invent space. I can invent a thing.
Invent space.
Yes.
I'll invent space. That's essentially what he did. He looked up and just thought, I could potentially bullshit my way to a dissertation up there.
Like he looked up and was like, There's a lot of room up there, a lot of emptiness. What else could I call it?
Like, where's he gone?
There's a lot of space up there.
So,
Space for activities.
Jim Morrison, in one of his spoken poems called or a musical poem called The Movie, said, "Did you have a good world when you died? Enough to base a movie on." There you go.
So we've got to wait.
Currently, at this moment in time, no.
Go on, Connor. You're still young. You've got time. You can have some adventures.
We'll see. I mean, to be fair, Emmett's 43 now, so potentially by the time I die, he could be dead for 20 years. So I may have to reevaluate who I have as my guy.
Think about it. So for you to have had an epic enough life to be worthy of them actually spending some money on making a film about it, that actor probably has just been born. Maybe might not even be born for the next 5 years. Isn't that mad?
Point.
Think about it. There's someone who's probably been born today who is going to be, in like 20 years' time, going to be like the biggest celebrity on the planet.
That's nuts, isn't it?
And I really hope they're born to a shit poor family as well. Not to like some pre-famous family, or, you know, dad's a producer or mum's a casting agent or some shit
literally
like
started
that.
from the bottom and worked the way to the top.
Proper from the bottom, you know.
See, that's what I mean by we got to embellish the story. Like, we got to make out like we had the worst time ever. Basically, like we're on a Channel 4 reality show or the screening process for Britain's Got Talent. Because you can't get by in those shows without some tragedy. On Britain's Got Talent, like when I was born, I didn't know how to walk. Judges crying, clapping.
You know what I think, right? You see these videos of like animals being born, like elephants and giraffes, and they're walking within a day. And people are saying the human race is the most advanced. Bitch, it takes us like a year to learn to walk.
No. I mean, giraffes can learn to walk after being born in 10 minutes, but giraffes aren't running the country, are they? They're falling from the sky, apparently.
The sky.
Sorry, only half. Well, I don't want to bet.
Only half of them, and that's the equivalent of them. It's not actual half a giraffe falling from the sky.
No, I've made my choice.
You sick fuck. Actually, is it worse to drop half a giraffe or a whole giraffe?
And where and
I
who on.
suppose if it's half, it's assumably dead before, right?
I don't know. You're the one that's decided to drop a giraffe from space.
That is what I'm basing my film off of.
You should be cancelled for dropping giraffes from space, man. That is not going to go down well. Yeah. You twisted monkey.
You've called me worse things in the space of the last 20 minutes, so that's nothing.
What I find mad as well is like, unless you live like an abnormally long life, in the next 100 years, the whole world is going to be filled with a different population.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Like, there's going to be new business owners, new millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires.
I think I read somewhere not long ago. So, you know, Endgame, obviously, half the universe population, snap, gone. I think someone worked out that it would take roughly 100 years for the Earth to be back to what we're on 7 or 8 billion at this stage.
Yeah.
So
it
would have taken 100 years for the Earth to just be like, everyone's back.
That's like repopulate how it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's only 50% that gets wiped out, and that's still 4 billion, isn't it?
That's true. Quick maths.
Proud of you, gold star.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what if Thanos, you know, did the snap and it's only ugly people left? Just got to power through.
Well, we'll make sure we say our goodbyes to you before we go, Connor.
I bit my tongue. I bit my tongue on that one and held it.
Fuck you, I'm going to bed.
I couldn't resist. I could not resist.
I was so proud of myself there for I like, there's just like the biggest opening in the world there. And I stayed out of it. For once, I was like, no, I'll keep my mouth closed. And then
and that's why I'm
Tom.
here.
And that's why Tom's
You set yourself up for that, Connor. Yeah.
Oh, so much,
100%.
mate. So much.
You're both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I can't believe how much silence and just chuckling I'm going to have to edit out of that section.
If this episode isn't called The Roast of Connor, I'm going to be fucking disappointed.
Spit roast of Connor.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
At Connor's expense, but we laugh.
So, guys, if you guys want to let us know who played you in your biopic, please write them in so I don't have to keep talking because I'm sick of these two right now. Fuck it. Someone say the socials before I just straight up rage quit. Tom, where can they find us?
You can find us at Pure Our Souls on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, you can also email us at pureoursouls@gmail.com if you have any interesting stories or opinions or just want to roast Connor.
Just send us an email saying Connor's a cunt.
I'm going to start a Just Giving page just to get me the fuck out of this.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think so.
Thank God.
Anything left to say, Tom?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Connor?
For this week, at least, anyway.
Anything left?
Fuck off.
The will to live, maybe?
That was gone. Second we hit record. Gone. You've proven to me life is not worth living. There we go. That's my story. It's going to be the tragic end of Connor. Too many roasts. Next,
gone.
That's it. Gone.
Change your name.
Here one day, gone the next.
Yeah. Oh, change your name. Grab a beret and on the ferry to France.
Why France?
It's nearby, isn't it?
Well, I could go better.
Why not?
Oh, I mean, you've got to start. Start somewhere. Go to Calais.
Oui.
Can I go anywhere that's not France?
I mean, you could keep going. Once you get to France, in theory, you could get to China. It's a bit sketchy in the middle, but if you had a push bike and a can-do attitude, and you could be in China.
Simply the will to soldier on.
Yeah. As I say,
that'll be the sequel. First film, tragic end. Sequel or prequel, it's me riding from here to China.
Yeah,
on a bike,
on a push bike. Yep, and not like a good one, on like a little one with a basket and a drop handlebar. Yeah, and a dropped crossbar.
I'm going to email Emmett Scallon now and check his availability. This could be good.
Don't forget your helmet. Ride safe.
It's not even worth it at this stage.
Knee pads as well, just in case you fall off and graze your knee.
Like you care.
Yeah, we're gone anyway. You're stuck in a world with ugly people.
Yeah. If you do a lot of cycling, you need to get your gooch waxed.
Not the worst idea you've had.
I'm not doing it for you. No, I really don't. That's like the least wish thing.
People who would.
I'm sure you could pay people to do it.
I mean, is that? I mean, I imagine it's possible to do yourself, but I'm just trying to think of the pain threshold. Like, if I'm just willing to do that and not rip off a knot.
Well,
Get some
you
hair removal
could
cream.
tie one end to the door of the wax strip, apply the wax and the strip, and then just run.
So I'm trying to take a tooth out in the 80s. Is that it?
Well, no, because that way you'd slam the door. But I reckon a lot of hair is probably packed in there. So you've got to like wax, stick the strip on, attach that to the wall, get yourself in your starting blocks like you're going to do the 100 meters, and then boom, as quick as you can. And just hope
to just get a hedge trimmer a bit quicker.
Hedge trimmer. Rolling on your back with a mirror in one hand.
Just make sure I got it even. Hang on.
Short back and sides, please.
Mate, you don't want an even like wax gooch. You'd be a freak.
This is true. You wouldn't want to look silly, would you?
No, not at all.
Heaven forbid anyone looks at your gooch while you're cycling.
Webcam in the saddle.
GoPro on your head.
I'm ready to go now.
Just vlog it. Create a vlog.
A vlog of your gooch in different parts of the world. Here's my gooch in Germany. Here's my gooch in Italy.
I just passed through Switzerland. I'm now in the Middle East.
So that will be the third film that they make.
Yeah.
The Chronicles of Connor's Gooch.
Chronicles of my Perineum, sorry.
Uncle Travelling Gooch.
Uncle Gooch. I didn't think that'd be what I'd be remembered for, but at least there's something.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to be remembered. You only truly die if people forget you.
At this stage, I kind of want to be, because this way I can forget, oh, this just happened.
Oh, you'll never forget this. It's there forever now.
This has been a solid 3 hours of me just getting verbally abused. I don't even get a cuddle. Right, please, for the love of God, tell me that's it.
I think all that is left to say is thank you for listening and fuck off.
Fuck you.
Good. No, fuck you too. Fuck hell. Everyone else, goodbye. Bye, Felicia's.